Andy Reid says there's no rift between Tyreek and myself. That's what he says. What does he mean?
I feel like a lot of people just from the get-go have thought, like, because they parted ways that there must have been, a disagreement here. I don't know, Mike. I mean, am I silly? I don't know any inside knowledge of the situation, but of course, like you pay attention to everything. From everything I've seen Reid feel about the situation, it just seems like, hey, they had two different ballparks of what they expected in the money. And when they realized there was a gap there that was not going to be filled, I think it was a professional breakup. I take him at his word there. I don't think there's a rift. Do you?
Well, it's possible that there could not be a rift, not be something that has become a rift because you're moving on before it gets to the point where it is a rift, if that makes any sense. And I know that one of the teams that at least kicked the tires on this decided we're out because we've picked up enough information to make us think this guy's becoming too much of a diva. He's becoming a problem for the Chiefs, and they're actually happy to offload his contractual commitments, his, everything about what he brings to the table.
Right.
At this point in his career, they were able to sell high. And really, they were downright giddy. A little bit publicly, but definitely privately, about getting 5 draft picks, avoiding $75 million in cash and salary cap obligations over the next few years, and moving on from a guy that they were going to move on from anyway at some point. During Patrick Mahomes' career, Tyreek Hill was leaving at some point.
Definitely.
And they decided to rip the Band-Aid off now. We'll see what they do going forward, but I think they were very happy to get the return they got and avoid the major payday that they've avoided that Miami now will commit to Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
So maybe there was no rift, but maybe the rift was coming, and the key was end it before the rift emerges.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't know there either way. But with that, how could Kansas City not be happy with what they got there? Like you said, I mean, I think Tyreek Hill in Kansas City, at least making big money, was only going to be a real thing for another 2-3 years at the very most. I think that probably the marriage would have ended by that time anyways. This is a team that, we talk about, it's a roll of the dice with the draft, but a team that's got a pretty good track record when it comes to drafting guys. I mean, I think that's pretty real too. When you look at Veach and Andy Reid, they got an ability to evaluate young talent and then develop it and kind of keep it in their program. They're proven in that department. So this is one team when you go 5 picks, roll of the dice, but they got a track record where I'd go, this one's a little bit more of a calculated, you might get the numbers come up that you want on the dice with this group and Veach and Andy Reid.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.